Hey everyone, this isn't a political video, but this is an incredible insight into the way the media works. You see, we've been telling our clients for years that the media operates on the principle of it bleeds, it leads. See, it bleeds, it leads is a unique way of looking at the news to make the most featured stories, the most sensational, the most graphic, or the most fear-inducing to keep you engaged and watching. That brings us to the recently released exposé from Project Veritas. Now, in the original video, there's a lot of political slant from the network. This video is not about that. What we're going to talk about is the way the media wants to keep our attention, wants us to focus on certain things, to stay tuned in. And right after this clip, we're going to come back. We're going to start talking about how this impacts us financially.
COVID, gangbusters with ratings. Gangbusters with ratings, right? Which is why we constantly have the death toll on the side. Let's make it higher. Like, why isn't it high enough, today? Like, it would make our point better if it was higher. It's fear. Like, fear really drives numbers. Fear is the thing that keeps you tuned in. If it bleeds, it leads. Yeah.
If it bleeds, it leads?
Yeah. No one ever says those things out loud, but it's obvious.
You see, those conversations really do happen at major media outlets where they're talking about things that are meant to keep us engaged, worried, and scared. And that's happening everywhere, not just at huge media outlets. It's also happening at the financial media outlets. You see, who they benefit by keeping us scared with our money, keep us scared about what's going to happen next, or what the unknowns are for the future, that benefits the advertisers who want your money in motion. They want you to change your investments because that gives them a shot, if your money moves, for their products to be a place that you might put your money. You see, it's been obvious to those of us in the financial world that much of what the media produces is wrong, incomplete, or just highly emotional to keep people engaged in the content and hopefully get them engaged with their advertisers. You see, you being financially successful is not only not on their radar, it's not a part of their business mission at all.
Sad news doesn't do well with ratings, like if you can get someone impassioned, that does really well with ratings. Sad news back to back to back doesn't do really well unless it affects them directly. COVID, gangbusters with ratings, right? Which is why we constantly have the death toll on the side, which I have a major problem with, that we're tallying how many people die every day.
Notice what he said, that people will tolerate sad news a little bit unless it's sad news that impacts widely the audience. See, this has made financial stories about the tragedy to come be so compelling for media outlets because it impacts such a wide and broad audience. It's their go-to move to make sure people stay engaged. So what can you do? That's simple. All you need to do is go ahead, take in all that media, write the things down that you think are key or important or might affect your future. Then work with your financial coach. Whoever you're working with, they'll help you sort through some of the stuff that's rhetoric or hype and be able to help you make principled financial decisions for your future. Because frankly, when you sit with an advisor and you're looking at your future, your specific plans, when you are going to require the use of your money, those things are not the same as what they say is going to happen next year, 6 months from now. You're going to be able to do planning based upon how it impacts you, how it impacts your family. Because what they're saying is what's happening to financial markets. And those financial markets may or may not impact you. I want to give a big thank you that Project Veritas released this and gave us the position to be able to call out some of the ways these conversations happen inside media outlets, and they happen inside all of the financial media outlets as well, wanting to get you compelled, scared, or greedy, keeping you tuned in and keeping you engaged with their advertisers, because the advertisers are their real customers.